couple months had passed since Sonic's adventure on Angel Island, and a few weeks since his adventure on Little Planet. Since then, Sonic and Tails had split up. Sonic wanted to do some adventuring on his own for a little bit. As he explored a new green pasture, he came across a special stage and acquired the red Chaos Emerald. The blue hedgehog was about to get running again when he suddenly heard someone trying to get his attention. It was a small, young bee. He introduced himself as Charmy. He was a part of a detective agency, and they had been assigned to investigate a few new islands that had formed since Angel Island crashed into the surface of Mobius. But apart from him, the rest of his teammates were captured by Dr. Robotnik. Eagerly answering the call of duty, Sonic fired up the tornado, and along with Charmy, they headed towards Carnival Island. Once landing on Carnival Island, Sonic and Charmy began to look for the members of the Chaotix. Instead, they found a newly deployed squadron of badniks. It seemed that Robotnik had been busy since Little Planet. It didn't take long for the Blue Blur to take care of all the robots, and soon he came across a strange capsule, holding a purple chameleon. He introduced himself as Espio, a detective for Team Chaotix trained in ninjutsu. Sonic was about to break him out of the capsule when suddenly he heard rustling in a bush nearby. Suddenly, a familiar menacing blue blur rushed at Sonic. The blue hedgehog leaped out of the way as the metallic maniac tried to skewer him. Judging by his abilities, this clearly wasn't the same Metal Sonic he had fought on Stardust Speedway, but still, Sonic was confident he could take him down. Metal Sonic rose up into the sky before plummeting down towards Sonic. Sonic dodged the attack, but Metal Sonic simply burrowed into the ground and attacked by smashing out of the dirt beneath him. Despite the heavy blow, Sonic nearly shrugged it off and began to charge up a spin dash and hit Metal Sonic hard, knocking him into a nearby wall. As the steel-plated faker hit the ground, he suddenly dropped a strange ring. It wasn't yellow in color, but instead a cyan blue. Sonic walked towards it and noticed that the Chaos Emerald was beginning to react to it. He began to question how this was possible, when suddenly Metal came back to life and grabbed Sonic by the throat, beginning to choke him. Sonic began to flail his arms. He was attempting to knock Metal back to loosen his grip, but the metal hedgehog stayed firm. As Sonic began to drift, suddenly Metal Sonic's grip loosened as something hit the back of his head. A razor-sharp ninja star had penetrated the metallic hedgehog's armor. It was from Espio. Charmy had released him during the battle. Seeing his opportunity, Sonic broke free and attacked Metal. Seeing that he was outnumbered, Metal Sonic began to fly off. With the battle won, the three decided to inspect the strange ring. It reacted similarly to the Chaos Emeralds. It seemed to have a similar power. That must have been why Robotnik came to the island. Espio hypothesized that there must be more of them. If there were, they had to find them before Robotnik could. As the adventure continued, Sonic, Espio, and Charmy began to free more and more members of the Chaotix and began to fight off Robotnik's forces. All the while, they continued to collect these Chaos Rings. Finally, with all the heroes rescued, Vector the Crocodile, Sonic the Hedgehog, Espio the Chameleon, Charmy Bee, and Mighty the Armadillo advanced on Eggman's final base. The egg-shaped doctor put up a good fight, but ultimately, the combined assault from the five heroes defeated his mech. Robotnik began to run off, but before the heroes could stop him, the newly upgraded Metal Sonic 2.0 landed in front of them. He directly plugged himself into the security system to try and slow down the heroes. But despite his best efforts, Metal Sonic was quickly defeated and was forced to fly after Robotnik. Finally using up the last bit of his strength, Metal Sonic landed in front of Robotnik. His creator was frustrated, but decided to use this as an opportunity. Using a nearby special ring, Eggman used the revenant powers of the Chaos Rings to supercharge Metal Sonic via the special stage. As Metal Sonic 2.0 began to spark with chaos energy, Robotnik decided to make his leave. As the heroes arrived, Metal Sonic released a sudden burst of chaos energy. When the heroes awoke, they found themselves in the special stage. But when they looked up, they saw a creature loosely resembling Metal Sonic standing before them. A red demonic monstrosity, Metal Sonic Kai. As it opened its fanged mouth, chaos energy began to blast at the heroes. Most of the heroes were fast enough to dodge the attacks, except for Charmy B. Seeing that the young bee was about to be attacked, Mighty jumped into the way and used his shell to block the attack, injuring himself but saving both of them. Vector, tired of seeing his employees, nay, his teammates, being attacked by this machine, he attempted to break Metal Sonic Kai's arm with brute force. Unfortunately, it did little to nothing. Metal Sonic Kai simply smacked Vector against the special stage's wall. Espio and Charmy attacked the machine from both sides. Although it damaged it, it ultimately simply annoyed Metal Sonic Kai. Metal Sonic Kai grabbed the two heroes and threw them at their teammates, knocking the entire Chaotix detective agency down. With them defeated, Metal Sonic Kai turned his attention to Sonic. Although Sonic was fast, he was only able to dodge so many attacks. Eventually, Metal Sonic Kai pinned him to the ground under his fist. As Sonic tried to resist Metal Sonic Kai, he looked over to see the Chaos Emerald lying next to the Chaos Rings, all of them gleaming together. Suddenly, Sonic got an idea. He wasn't sure if this would work, if it was even possible, but it was now or never. He closed his eyes and began to tap into the power of chaos. The Chaos Emerald and the Chaos Rings began to circle around him, and suddenly his quills began to spike up on end, but turning a crimson shade. Suddenly, in a red explosion of chaos energy, Metal Sonic Kai's left arm was blasted off. The metallic menace looked intensely at his new opponent, Super Sonic Kai. Sonic looked up at the monstrosity with a new face, one of heroic rage. In an instant, the chaos-infused hedgehog launched at the metal monstrosity, slicing both its legs off in one single spin dash. As Metal Sonic Kai fell back in pain, Super Sonic Kai wrapped the Chaos Ring around him, and suddenly, in one fell swoop, jumped around him, built up momentum as he fell, and then swung right through Metal Sonic Kai's chest piece. Suddenly, as Metal Sonic Kai began to spark and splutter, another blast of chaos light shot everyone out of the special stage. Sonic and the Chaotix woke up in a green field near the tornado, with the Chaos Rings surrounding them, with the Chaos Emerald strangely being absent. Sonic felt a strange headache, as if he had just awoken from some sort of trance, but he quickly shrugged it off. The Chaotix thanked Sonic for his help, with Charmy even asking if he would join them. Vector made it clear that he wasn't completely on board with that, since, in his own words, he can barely afford to pay these three idiots. But Sonic just gave a smirk, making it clear that money didn't matter to him, and he was honored to be offered a place among them. With it being agreed, Team Chaotix, with their newest member, flew back home on the tornado. Once they arrived at the detective agency, the 6 Chaos Rings were hung up on the wall, as a sort of souvenir. Once the rings were hung up, Sonic was presented an official Team Chaotix uniform. A blue jacket, black sweatbands, headphones, which Charmy had even painted Sonic's logo onto, the works. Accepting the new look and style, Sonic was now officially a member of Team Chaotix. I know this episode was rather simple, but don't worry, this was just to set up the series. I have a couple ideas for the series in the future. Stay tuned and have a good day.